Okay, next we're going to talk through the side lying hip abduction. I'll get down in 2 seconds, but it's easier to explain this in standing first. First, what we want to do when doing this exercise, make sure that the leg is not in front of the body. It has to be in line or slightly behind. We want to target the glute medius muscle and not the TFL out in front. So if we're lifting here, we're going to be hitting the TFL a lot more. We want to hit that bigger glute medius muscle on the side. Okay, I'm going to put a band around my knees, or just above my knees. I'm also going to put a band at my ankles, and I'll be back down in 1 second. Okay, so when doing the side lying hip abduction, we start in the exact same position for the glute clamp. So we're at a 45-degree angle, our belly button's in, hips are stacked on top of each other. What we want to do then is straighten the top leg. I actually always pulse my leg back first to work on the glute max. So I look at my screen, a hand on my stomach, and I don't want any change. So I don't want to arch my back. So I just want to move through my hip. After I do that 10 times, belly button's in, no movement through, all the movements through the hip, the back position and the stomach's not changing. Look down. You should only be able to see your toes. If you can see your whole shin, you need to pull the leg back. If it's too much of a stretch with the 2 bands, bring your other leg down closer to your body, but you have to have the leg in line or slightly behind to target the correct muscle, the glute medius. So then belly button's in, hip stacked, and then we just lift, pushing up against the band. And again, the leg should be in line or slightly behind. So if you're seeing your knee or your shin, you need to move the leg back. Keep the belly button in at all times. Make sure the sensor doesn't change. That's how we do the side lying hip abduction.